welcome back to my channel. This is What is Wednesday. For those of you that are brand new to my channel, welcome. What is Wednesday is a series started on my channel where anybody and everybody can comment, complain, and your concerns out there. I basically do what is, where is, why is, and I'm now going to be doing how is, or how. So basically you can come to my channel, comment anywhere you want. I have the links to my social medias are down in the description box down below of every video. So without further ado, let's get into some of you guys' complaints. I'm your host, Cherish, and yes, as you just heard in the intro, this is What is Wednesday. We are at episode 13. So parental advisory is given as a warning in the beginning of this video, just because some of the topics may not be suitable for kids under the age of 13. I didn't want to put the little parental advisory or not suitable for children when I edit this, only because if I do that, then I can't put the thumbnail, and I kind of really in love with my thumbnail. So I just figure in the beginning of this video, I'm going to give you guys just a little heads up. I might try and keep at the bottom of the screen somewhere, probably like down here or something. Just saying, like, you know, what I would rate it. Is it G-rated, PG, PG-13? There is no R-rated content, and most of the time there's not really any PG-13. But I just wanted to put it out there that do keep an eye when I start talking about a person's thing. I will just have it flash, saying what it is viable for, you know, so that way you guys can kind of understand if it's something that shouldn't be. It doesn't talk about, you know, bad, dirty things. It's just some of the topic matters. You know, it's your choice. I would say if you are watching this with kids, I would say you watch it first and see if it's something you're okay with your kids watching. So yeah, the PS always stands if this is not me. If something that is said is not me, do not come at me for it. And also, don't come at me for any of the topics talked about. They were not me, obviously. And if you're uncomfortable by a subject or a topic or a question that someone has, concern, a complaint, a comment, then you can just skip to the next one. Or if the whole week is just not something you want to hear, just, you know, wait till next week, or you can complain yourself using the form of what is, why is, and how. So yeah, let's get started. So the first one comes from my VIP subscriber, and she says, how is it that they can come up with live action movies of some things but not the ones we imagined upon the first release? Let me explain. Am I the only one waiting for Atlantis live action movie? No, I want a live action Atlantis. Said in the tone of Timon asking if he'd missed something. Okay then. Movie makers at Disney Productions Anaheim, where's our people live action movies? Actually, there are some. There's not a whole lot. Granted, there are more, I guess, animal. Well, I mean, I think there's actually more people than there are animal live action. Because they've done Aladdin, they've done Beauty and the Beast, they've done Cinderella, they've done Jungle Book, though that one is like half human, half not. So, and Mulan, though I will not be watching Mulan. So, honestly, Lion King, as far as I can remember currently at this moment, I think is the only animal live action. I could be wrong though, but like I said, I do know that there's a lot more human live action ones. So anyways, let's pull away from the animal and the imaginary characters in Lady and the Tramp, Dumbo, Lion King. Oh yeah, okay, now I get it. Okay, yeah. But like I said, in Aladdin, I mean, I guess it's a half-seas too. Cinderella kind of did have a lot more live action Beauty and the Beast. So I mean, I guess. I don't know. Well, it's Disney's fault for going and creating animal and human together movies. Alice in Wonderland is a good point. Anyways, and start going for the ones we have been waiting for, ergo Hercules, Atlantis, and so on. Who can agree? So in Hercules, you're gonna get half animal and half human if they do it, because there are a lot of animals. Though I'm still curious, if they did a live action, how would they handle Pain and Panic? Would they just delete them all together? Because, I mean, that would suck. They are part of the storyline in my mind because they kidnapped, baby Hercules. So I don't know. But yeah, I would love to see a live action. I mean, if Descendants 3 can do a Hades, that just tells you there's possibility. Also, Once Upon a Time did a Hades. So there is a possibility. So if people were thinking, oh, well, what about Hades? There is a possibility. And in Once Upon a Time, they had Zeus. They actually showed the entire underworld, and they showed Olympus. So the next one comes also from my VIP subscriber, and she says, what is it with the younger generation not appreciating the older movies? Now that there are live action movies streamed from the older movies that are similar, these kids don't know the meaning behind the older ones. That's actually true, because my adopted goddaughter, she doesn't watch anything but the live action Alice in Wonderland. She hates the cartoon, and it's funny because my brother loves the animated cartoon. That's his favorite Chess. He was having a hard time even liking the live action Chess. So yeah. Anyways, I have a friend whose kid is obsessed with the live action Aladdin and doesn't really care for the original. Yeah, like I said. Yeah, she watched it, but she's like, the new one is better. What gives, kid? Flip side though, I can kind of understand the lamentation on that because Genie is now in a physical form, and when Will Smith walks her around, she would actually be able to touch her favorite character, whereas in the cartoon, you don't see the face of the voice actor unless you look up who is a voice after the internet was faster and had more information on them. Thank you, old age, LOL. Yeah, definitely LOL. This one comes from my best friend on Twitter, and he says, why is it a difference in opinion can cause two or more people to stop being what they once were? I have an adopted sibling, and I used to call her sister, but through situations in life, I don't really talk to her. But these two sisters are not talking to each other because one sibling, the one I don't talk to, thinks my adopted sibling is against her being a part of a different community than she is. My sister is only not into the certain preferences she is into, but through miscommunication, they are not speaking to each other. I feel bad for both of them. My adopted sibling had been blown up on for not supporting a community decision once already. And now she is blown up on for miscommunication in a different community. I also feel bad my sister's sister, for my sister's sister, because she is blind to the fact that the people she chooses in her life are not who she is meant to be with in the eyes of the big man upstairs. She doesn't see that. She is being mistreated, but what can you do? Yeah, what can you do in a situation like that? Very true. The next one comes from my best friend / sibling on Twitter. He says, why is it that a person who rapes a woman and leaves a state suddenly is let go and not gone after? My neighbor, who is my best friend, was taken advantage of 8 months ago and is pregnant. She is giving my wife and me her child because she is too young to raise a baby. So we are adding her child to our little family, but her abusive uncle impregnated her and then ran off to Mexico. Now no one will charge him, and now he is a free man. Why is this that why is it this bad man can get away with doing something so terrible and be allowed to run away to Mexico and suddenly it's over? By the way, congratulations on your new little bean. She is so beautiful, by the way. This next one comes from a friend on Instagram. She says, what is the best mascara to use? I have been searching and spending up all my money on all the mascara out there. So far, I found that I hate lash lifts or fillers since my lashes all fell off from them and now are shorter as all get out. So I just want to find one that is dark but not cakey or uses fibers. I told you, girl, I got the hookup for one. She just wanted to know if there was someone else who knew one before she went with mine. If you don't hear a response back before the end of the week, I think you have your answer. I'm just saying. This one is also from a friend on Instagram, but a different friend. She says, how do you know when you are being taken advantage of by your husband? My husband and I have been going through some major struggles in our marriage. We have 2 sets of twins. Our twin boys are our biological children. Our twin girls are adopted. The boys are 15 years old and the girls are 5 years old. But we just let the biological mother of the twin girls move in with us since she was homeless. She doesn't want to be the mother still, even though she lives in our house with her daughters. Insane. I work at Loma Linda Hospital. I work most days. My husband is most nights. So both of us barely see each other. We usually have one day out of the week to be together. He does seem to have more days off than I do, but he spends them sleeping. And our roommate, the real mother of our daughters, does nothing to help take care of our 4 children. We try and have our 2 sons help be responsible for our daughters, but they both act out. And twice we have had to take one or both of our daughters to the ER because the boys let them get hurt. But in secret, the roommate has told me that a woman has come over before. And our roommate said one day she saw the girls sleeping on my husband's bed, or husband and me's bed. And when questioned, he said she is a housekeeper he hired to help keep the house clean for us. But she only comes when I'm not home. Why? I know not much, but it's not my fault. On our days off together, he didn't want to be intimate with me at all. All he will do is hug me and kiss me, but that's it. So am I being taken advantage of, or am I overthinking it all? That isn't the epitome of a crazy story. So as you guys can see, some of these are a little more not age appropriate, but the reason they were let in is because in talking to some of these people, when questions were arose like these, it's like, yeah, I think we need an opinion from a wider spread group. So that is actually the reason why I did say they were going to be approved, but I wouldn't normally approve anything of this content, but I am anyways. So that is all I have for you guys in this video. Do remember you guys can submit your own what is, why is, and how. How come, how is, I am always willing to add yours in every week. I want to thank all the ones who submitted one this week. I hope that we can all find help for each others. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this week's video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if this is your first video. Also, if this is your first video, this iCard up here We'll have all the rest of the playlist with the rest of what is Wednesday, as well as updates for my channel. Stay tuned because I do have a updates video coming up shortly. I wanted to get up that assumptions video first, so I could upload some other ones. But yeah, I do have a updates video coming up this week, as well as a Q&A is going to be coming up. Yes, I do have the rest of the Ipsies coming up. Hopefully in the updates video, you guys will get a better idea of what's going on. So stay tuned for all of that, and thank you so much for watching. Like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed. If this was your first video, do make sure you turn on your notification bell so you know every time I upload a new video. And then you can go ahead and find me on all my social medias. The links are in the description box down below. And I have been keeping a link for each one of the videos that I've done for this series down in the description box as well. But like I said, in the iCard, and they're in one of these little boxes that are here. You will find them in a box. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you all next week.